We're going away. Get your bag, check the tag. Decision is made. Lock your door, need no more. It's already paid. Cancel your mail for a while. It's a journey for life, and I'm going.
Izzy and MJ from Endless RVing, and we are going to make now I think 4th attempt at a live stream. Forgive us. I don't know if this is going to crash again, but whatever. We're trying.
If
We're bringing
this
it to
crashes, we're going to Instagram. We're going to do an Instagram live, so follow us over there, okay?
Yeah. We were trying to live stream before via our iPhone, but you need 1,000 subscribers, and I didn't know that, so that didn't work. You guys can get us there.
Which takes us to our first point, which is we hit 100 subscribers in a day. We are so happy. Thank you to everybody who subscribes. We just got a couple more, but we're at 726 right now. So only 200 and some change before we can start actually live streaming from our phone and maybe not have to deal with this crashing crap.
I don't get it. We have a brand new MacBook. I'm using Wirecast. I'm using OBS. Wirecast has no idea why this is crashing. OBS has no idea. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe I have bad juju. I don't know. So we're here. We had a full day starting. I woke up at 3:45. I'm an early bird.
I got up at 4:30.
Newmar was knocking at 6:05 at our door. So that's what they told us. That's what we're expected. We're going to give you guys a little breakdown of how it works here. So we pulled in yesterday. We are in the brand new service center. They have a Camp Newmar, which is big parking lot, but it's really nice. Full hookups.
It's right by the service center, right behind us.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah, probably not.
You can probably see a little bit there.
There's a little mountain air.
See it?
Bunch of
Back
coaches
there.
behind us.
So we were told you sign up, email you the paperwork. They say they'll be between 6 and 8:30, but I read on the forums like they're on like 6 o'clock. So sure enough, 6:05 we get the knock on the door. They already knew the issues we had, which I'm going to go over with you. Hopefully this stays on. So we've had the Newmar since March. It's worked great. I mean, it hasn't left us stranded. The issues we had were really stupid and small. Nothing really significant. But we took it to a local dealership. I'm not going to name names. Garrick RV, who couldn't. Well, it took us 4 months to get in there, and then they were pretty much useless because whatever they fixed, they didn't fix. So we're still under warranty. We wrapped this into the Hershey RV show. We wanted to make the trip out here for other things. These guys, I'm telling you, these guys do it right here. This place is top freaking notch here. So let me just go over the list that we had. So there's like a honeycomb grill, front lower grill, had a little crack in it. They didn't ask how it was caused. I didn't say how it was caused. They fixed it, okay? This is our first day. The landing gear on our hydraulic jacks, there's like a kind of like a foam seal that actually cleans that jack when it comes back in. That started coming out loose. Fixed today. Awning cover, there's a little tab that came out. Didn't get that today, but that's on the list. I'm sure they'll get that tomorrow. We had the entry steps into the coach itself. It has like a rubber step that started to crack. They analyzed it today, fixed it. They just said some of the wood wasn't going out far enough. Their way that rubber was kind of sinking and caused a crack. Fixed today. Passenger front and rear slide adjustments. So this was what like the big issue for me. This is the reason why I got it here. Our rear passenger slide, when it closed, the bottom part was flush, but as it went up, it kind of bowed out. And I took it after 4 months. I took it to Garrick RV, and they said they fixed it, and it was the best they can do, and it was exactly the same way. So our tech here, who knew what he was talking about, they did a slight adjustment, and basically the only thing we had to do, which neither of our dealership, which RV1 in Albany didn't tell us, and Garrick RV, who's our local Newmar service center, didn't tell us, there are locks on there, and for what the tech told us, the back slide is it's a heavy duty slide, but there's not much weight on it. So when it closes in, there's not enough weight to force the top, so we just had to lock down the slide lock. That sucked it right in, done. Okay. There was also, they adjusted a slide, and one of the moldings had a little crack. They put a new molding that's going into paint Wednesday. So that was done today. passenger side door, a little bit of the paint, or one of the bay doors, a little bit of paint was bubbling. They said, yes, that's an issue. We're going to take care of that. That's going to be fixed Wednesday, same day. Driver's side, one of the bay doors looked like it wasn't finished. It only needed to be buffed out. Fixed today. Some of our kitchen cabinets on the lower, underneath the sink, it was peeling a bit. The laminate, fixed today. Our bathroom door frame, some of the laminate on the inside was peeling a bit. They're going to fix that. It wasn't fixed today, but they're going to get to that tomorrow, hopefully. Our equalizer system, for whatever reason, we have auto leveling, but when we auto level, we always have to like manually adjust it. They said it's going to be zeroed out. When we came back, it was already leveled, but they said they will definitely fix that. That's a known issue. Our front screen door, this was driving us nuts because we were level, and when we were level, the screen door wouldn't open. It was stuck. We actually had to
really push.
We had to dip the nose down, which threw the coach off level, which caused our bathroom door not to be level, and then that would rub. So it was kind of like, choice of the better death was either having to fight with the front door or fight with the bathroom door. Most of the time, we just would fight with the front door. Either way, they adjusted the screen door. Now everything's level right now. Everything opens. No problem. Yeah, you would think that's crazy. It should come like that from the factory, but it didn't. So that was fixed today also. So again, little issues, nothing crazy, nothing that's taken us off the road, but it was awesome. They got here at 6:05, went through the list with everything. There was a couple add-ons that we hadn't emailed. They said no problem, they'd take care of it. So you get these little numbers, right? So you're assigned these little tags. And
this allows you to get into the lobby area, which is, again, this is a new building. It's really nice inside. So they have a separate entrance for non-pet having people, all right? And then they have a pet lobby. So if you have your dogs with you, you can go into this specific pet area and hang there with your dogs. It's pretty cool. They have vending machines, they have coffee, they have tea. It's beautifully decorated, comfortable, huge TVs, and with a door that enters right into the service center. So we can go in. We couldn't take pictures or video. We were dying, but we were specifically told not to because there's a lot of Amish people that work here who do not like to be photographed. So they do it in respect to them and some, other safety issues. But you can literally walk around the 56 bays. Was it 54 or 56 bays?
50, I believe it's 56. Hold on. I put it on my phone. Go ahead, keep talking.
So you walk around and you can watch your RV being worked on. You can go on it. You can talk to your, to your repair guy. It was phenomenal.
So 54 service bays. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever been next to, we have a 37-foot Class A. This looks like something like one of the diesels crapped out because these other ones are just enormous. It looks like the turd that came out of a diesel. But the facility's so big that you have 54, mostly diesel,
under this
rigs
one roof.
That are under one roof, and it's crazy. It's like so big with plenty of space. It's really impressive. So 54 base spots. And there's actually 63 spots in the campground. So they were smart. They put out more spots than they could take in. So it's great. I will tell you that I was impressed. There was only, and at least in this campground, there was 2 gas coaches, right? And inside there was like 3 or 4.
There was our Baystar and then a Baystar Sport.
So if you watched my walkthrough video, which if you haven't, you should. One of the big reasons why we got a gas coach was the ease of maintenance and the ease of repair. So
we do want a diesel.
We do want a diesel,
right. But for now,
at
for
this
us,
point in our life, with we're both working and we have a home and we have a child. At this point, that added expense of having to go to a diesel mechanic or to a service center. I'm kind of glad we did the gas thing for now because
we're looking around, yeah.
The other ones are really nice, but we're still running all the time. So.
Can we bring this up a little?
Oh, this is just your YouTube feed.
Just to see if anybody.
Listen, if these guys just crashed.
Hi.
We got 8 viewers right now.
Say hi, say hi. Right? Can we see?
I don't know.
Okay.
Guys,
Anyway.
if we're not answering you, I apologize.
Because we
I don't know
can't
what's
see
going
it.
on
Still
here.
learning.
Yeah.
Still learning. Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. We're just gonna talk. So yeah, so all right, we got in there. The coach was in probably by 6:30. We walked through the whole thing. I'm gonna try to shoot a video right here, please. I hope this doesn't crash it, but let's just try this.
We did
I
actually.
did take a video. Let's see here.
Quick little video. A little. Oh,
yeah, it's not gonna work, of course. Let's see.
We'll have to post it on Facebook or.
There we go. There we go.
Oh, there it is.
So that's the walkthrough. That's the service center. Freaking impressive, man. That is unbelievable. It's only a couple of seconds.
Don't tell Newmar on it.
No, we could do it in the service bay. We just couldn't do it in the.
But the Amish people were there. They don't like to be.
Any Amish people. All right, that's that. That's done. We're back.
Okay.
All right, let's
go back to this.
we got our logo back up here too. Cool.
All right.
So we went there. Then we had an appointment for the extended factory tour. So they do 2 tours now, right? So they have the normal one that's like a 1 or 2 hour one that anybody can go to. Then they have an extended one. So it's like 3 to 4 hours. We're there for almost 4 hours.
Yeah.
Starts at 8:30. This is like, guys.
God.
I know when we were gonna buy a coach, everybody said do a factory tour. Of course, we didn't do it. If you're gonna spend the money on a Class A, especially get a diesel, do the factory tour. So we did Newmar and Entegra today. Newmar was first. We had it all scheduled out. So it was about from the service center to where they actually manufacture these things. It's probably what 15 minutes.
Yeah, I don't even
50.
think
It's like 2.7 mile distance. So we got a guy.
Danny.
So by the way, just FYI, right? Uber and Lyft service this area, but there's no drivers in the area. So
well, it was also 6:30 in the morning. 7 o'clock in the morning.
Listen, if you guys, I don't know if anybody's from Indiana,
Wow.
you could like make loot here if you
we're
want.
We're from New York City. There's
nobody doing
billions
Lyft or Uber here. Anyway, we got a guy that was recommended by the front desk named Denny. Ace is Denny.
Denny
You're
was
probably not
awesome.
watching, but he gave us like some kind of backwoods tour of Nappanee and told us the history and how it changed and everything, whatever. But he took us to the front door. 8:30 started on the dot. They give you're with a tour guide who's with you the whole time. They give you this headset. She's got the mic on, glasses, vest. It's all well-oiled machine. They take you out on a little tour bus almost, like a jitney van, and you go through. So you start at chassis, right? Where you see these chassis. So the chassis come. The diesel chassis come.
So cool.
Back to back
Like
on
stacked. They were stacked up.
on like a flatbed 18-wheeler. They show you how they take them off, put them on.
We saw them do that.
And there's just like dozens and dozens and dozens.
And they're all
of
spoken
chassis.
for. I mean, everyone is becoming.
So what we were told is that Newmar just doesn't bill to bill. They only bill what's sold, either sold to a dealer or sold to somebody that's custom ordered from a dealer. So whatever was laying on there was there for a reason. Like they're out there for a day. I think she said like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
The chassis out there, and then they're in. So after we do the chassis prep, then they take it out. They did the whole spiel how that works. Then we go into what was the first thing we went into?
Well, they start building.
Yeah, the chassis prep. So
yeah.
where they weld the Star Foundation. If you guys don't know that, go to Newmar's website. It's a whole thing how they reinforce. So they get just generic either Freightliner or Spartan chassis, and then they put their own. They weld their own framing to to make it stronger to hold essentially the house on top. They showed us how to do that. Pretty impressive. We then went from there. It was different steps. We went from there. Then how they build the floors, how they tile the floors, how they run the heating on the floors.
Seeing these people work, they were like ants. They were. I mean, it was so perfect and fast and efficient the way they were working. I was so impressed.
So what we're told was that the average tenure for a Newmar worker
8 years
is about 8 years. So, and some of the people, that's average. Some people have been here for 30 years. Some people have been for 15, 20. There's generations of people that come
families,
down.
Yep.
And you're in an area here where it's a lot of manufacturing, a lot of craftsmen. So there's a lot of Amish. About 50% of the workers here were Amish. They do all the woodwork. They're out there, Let me tell you, that is hard work. These guys are busting their rump working there.
They don't stop. At 9:20, a bell rang. break time. They went 10 minutes. They're all sitting there eating their snacks. 9:30, bell rings. Boom, right back to
Yeah,
work.
no, it's no joke, but you got to know what you're doing, because I could totally see things going wrong in that
God.
place. But everything's very clean. They have, they're built by hand. It's a system. So what it does, the chassis comes in, then they build a star, and then it goes down. They put them like on these air lifts, and they slide them down the assembly line. And then next it'll be floor, and next it'll be sidewall, and next it'll be roof, and then I might be out of order, but there's an order to it.
And it has to be done on time. So there was one stop where we went, and there was, I think, a kitchen slide waiting there for, its RV to come, right? And they said if that's not there at the time that it gets the RV gets to that spot, that they are not happy. So they have to constantly be on top of it so they can keep these things moving through.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And then so essentially the tour is about 4 hours. You go from start to when, and then there's a finished one. So they take you again through the chassis prep, and then when the house is being built, and they put the roof on, and then they take you to the paint. So